this is tied into the education as a benefits movement in some ways, where, employers are now starting to hang out the idea that you can get a college degree if you come work here to high school graduates, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't go off to college. You can get your degree online here by being an employee, and it might not, you're gonna start a job, you're gonna make money, and you can get your degree while working here. There's a lot of versions of this where I think the employer is going to become maybe in the driver's seat here in certain ways.
Well, I agree with you, and I think if you look at one of the raging debates in our world right now, which is short-term Pell, right? Democrats, Republicans have proposed expanding Pell Grant eligibility to quote unquote high quality short-term programs that provide some sort of credential. And that's really run up against democratic suspicion of unscrupulous for-profit providers. I think there's common ground here, which is restricting funding to training programs that are offered in conjunction with a qualified employer or industry group. So, for example, Santa Monica College offers a cloud computing certificate in partnership with Amazon World Services. And I think that if a for-profit provider, whatever it looks like, can convince Amazon or a comparable, credible industry partner, that Pell funding should follow that. And it's hard to see how anyone would be against that. So I think those are sort of creative solutions that we need to expand these alternative pathways.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you had time to look at it. There was a flashing news update on Inside Higher Ed today about this $4,000 skills credit that is being considered. Have you been paying attention to that at all?
Yeah, look, I mean, my first reaction was, including for apprenticeships, and my point on apprenticeships is you shouldn't be paying to participate in an apprenticeship program. The whole point of an apprenticeship is you learn while you earn. So if someone wants to charge you tuition money to participate in an apprenticeship program, it's not an apprenticeship. It's not an apprenticeship program. But I go back to what I was saying before, which is, the paradigm is just about how can we spend more on education and upskilling. And I don't think that's going to be enough anymore. I really think we need to focus on the intersection between the candidate and the employer, and particularly in this environment, what it's going to take for employers to take a risk on unproven talent. Even before COVID, we had 45% underemployment of new college grads. You have employers who, for example, for entry-level sales positions, which for decades were, the point of entry for how many CEOs started as, low-level salespeople in their organizations. Today, most of those positions ask for 2 years of Salesforce experience. I was speaking to a group of college and university presidents and provosts a year ago, and I asked them, I said, raise your hand if your university provides any training at all on Salesforce. And not one hand went up. So we've got a huge problem there.